Human brain will do whatever it takes to protect an active addiction from reality. On the morning of October 20th, 2022, I woke up on a concrete slab in the Sudbury City Jail. When they told me the bail hearing started at 10 a.m., my mind immediately locked onto an escape hatch. I wasn't thinking about fixing my life. Nope, I was calculating how to get out, how to get back to the stash of my booze and drugs and throw one last massive party. I still intended to end my life, but I refused to do it soberly. They locked ankle cuffs onto me and escorted me down a freezing cold waiting room connected to the bail court. A large room with a concrete bench lining the perimeter. There was another guy in there with me, violently dope sick, coming down from opioids. It's funny what you cling on to in a crisis, because that room was slightly better than the cell from the night before. I actually felt a wave of gratitude. When lunch came around noon, it was submarine sandwiches. There was an extra sub, and the guards let me have it. I ate it, completely excited to get out, tell the bailiff my living situation, and go home to get high. I was looking forward to the hearing. I had absolutely no idea that the judge would recognize one of my roommates, creating a conflict of interest that would delay my release until 4 p.m. that day. And I had absolutely no idea what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. When they finally led me into that courtroom, every single ounce of my excitement was instantly sucked out of my body and replaced with absolute horror. There was my mother, the woman who always comes to my rescue, no matter what, showing up for me yet again. And there I stood, dressed in bright institutional orange, feeling like a chewed piece of gum stuck to the boot heel of society. The shame, guilt, and remorse hit me like a physical blow. I don't know if you've ever heard a 28-year-old man completely shatter, but I broke down. I was bawling so hard the judge had to pause the legal proceedings. Court stopped so I could get tissues, lean against the glass, and try to gather my bearings. The absolute worst part of it wasn't the cuffs or the jumpsuit. It was making my mom sit there and listen to the Crown read out every single gritty, humiliating detail of my arrest and my charges. That is a weight I would never wish upon any mother. We couldn't even look at each other. I didn't feel worthy enough to look at her, and she couldn't bear the sight of what I'd become. After the paperwork was signed and I finally released into her custody, we walked out of that building. The very first words she said to me were, "Don't look at me," and I deserved that. Sharing this because when a crisis hits, the individual is completely blind to the emotional wreckage that they are dragging their family into. The person in custody is high on adrenaline or chasing an escape hatch, which the family proxies are left to carry the heavy, devastating weight of the trauma in the gallery. Criminal defense attorney is an expert at navigating the court system and secure bail conditions. They are block fee professionals. They are not built to manage your mother's trauma, your family's emotional breakdown, or the raw, high-function tension inside the car ride home. That infrastructure must be installed independently. If your household is currently inside that blast radius of a criminal charge, do not attempt to patch the emotional leaks yourself. Secure yourself legal counsel for the courtroom briefs, then go to the unpolishedpath.ca to download our immediate stabilization frameworks. Protect your family's routine before the system breaks it down.